Joined by Coach Lewis Preston for the next game primer leading up to Thursday's trip to Northwestern. Can you talk about the Wildcats? When you look at that film from the 24-point victory, what do you see?
First of all, the fact that they went 2 for 21 from three-point range is characteristically not what Northwestern's all about. We were able to basically hold guys below their averages. Defensively, I thought it was the most complete game that we've played all year, and we got to continue that on Thursday night to get back there on the winning side after the 10-point loss at Wisconsin on Sunday.
Yeah, how has the team responded from that setback on Sunday?
Well, we're going to find out today here in practice. There's some things from Wisconsin we need to clean up in preparation for Thursday. Most importantly, you get to this time of the year, it's kind of survival of the fittest. So, you got to be worry a little bit of the mental fatigue as well as the physical fatigue. So we have to be very smart on how we approach this game, but also at the same time understanding it's a must-win for us.
With those things being said, what do you do to keep guys fresh mentally?
I think, you got to change up practice a little bit. One of the things I always talk about, you got to trick the kids a little bit. 18 to 23-year-olds, they get used to a certain pattern. So I think you got to change up some things with them. And having a veteran group, you got to make sure that we get in, get done what we need to get done, and get out.
For you personally as a coach, when you are scouting a team for the second time, what types of things do you do differently?
I don't know if there's too much that you do differently. I think what you do is you really dissect the first time you played them and show what you did really well and some things that we definitely need to clean up on. Some of the shots that they had that they missed were wide open shots, so we got to make sure that we get our hands up and be more consistent with that and get guys out of their comfort zones.
With a team that shoots as many threes as Northwestern does, how dangerous of a team can they be when they're making shots?
Well, I think they could be one of the most dangerous teams in the league. They're very similar in my thought process to the way Michigan can get back into a game with the way that they shoot the three-point shot. So what we have to do is we got to make sure that we take away the three-point line and make sure that guys do some things that they, were not comfortable doing.
Offensively, what did you like about the way you guys played the first time around?
You know what? I thought we did a very good job of getting into the paint. We scored 30 points in the paint in that game against them. Taylor, had his usual numbers. David Jackson, I thought he had a very good game. Jeff Brooks was very solid for us. Tim Frazier was very solid for us as well. Tim Frazier's probably been very consistent in the last 2, 3, 4 games. So we need that consistent effort from all those guys, and then we need our bench to step up as well.
Can you talk about Tim Frazier a little bit? What does he add to the table when he's making shots like he's been here these past few games? Always a good rebounder, a good distributor of the basketball. But when he's scoring, how difficult of a matchup is he?
Well, I think what happens is it makes guys not necessarily have to double team and key in on Taylor and Jeff as much as well as DJ when he's knocking down the shot more consistently. I think what's very impressive about him is his more than 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio at 127 and 60 right now. So, just keeping along those same lines. I don't think he's having some of the careless turnovers that he's had earlier in the year. I think the process and the course of this season, he has matured a great deal for us.
Rebounding on Sunday afternoon, can you talk about that and what you need to do on Thursday against Northwestern?
Well, the first time we played Northwestern, we had a +12 rebounding margin, and we need to continue along those same lines. I thought Wisconsin did a great job of attacking the glass on us and kind of put us on our heels. But I think the most important thing, looking back on Sunday, Wisconsin made shots. And when you go back and look at Lohr and Mancuso, they scored 22 each. But, they probably had 2 post moves inside between them. Most of it was done from 18 feet now.
Talk about John Shern. He didn't play quite as well as everybody expected when the Wildcats were here, but he's a great player. What does he do well?
You know what? I think he does a great job of moving about the basketball. His shot is a little bit unorthodox, but it goes in. Great three-point shooter. He's a very good driver, getting to the basket. I think he does a great job of creating contact and getting fouled. And just to piggyback off of him, I think Juice Thompson, coming off of the way he played against Indiana over the weekend, he's going to come in very confident. He knows this is his last go-around. And just like us, they're trying to make the NCAA tournament as well.
You touched on the tournament. There's a lot of talk about RPI this time of year, strength of schedule, the standings in the Big Ten. How do you keep that stuff aside and focus on the fact that Thursday's a must-win?
Well, you know what? I just look at it like this. I think the kids look at that stuff more than we do as coaches. All we're focused on right now is preparing for Northwestern. And, at 8 o'clock Central Time out there, we're going to have to come ready to play. We're going to have to be focused. We're going to have to be attention to detail. We're going to have to do the little things to win.
Talk about those little things. What do you need to do well on Thursday night?
You know what? I think one of the things that's really important, we got to get back in transition defense with them. I think we have to take the three-point line away, and we have to make them shoot inside the arc, and we got to continue to rebound the ball. We didn't do that very well on Sunday. We have to get back to rebounding the ball well on Thursday.
All right, Coach, we greatly appreciate your time. Best of luck at Northwestern.
Thanks, Tony.